I'm going to show you some nice variety of floor sitting positions. So when you get home in the evening, you're not tempted to go straight to your sofa, but you have a lovely flow and variety of floor resting positions that you can go into. So to start with, come down to the floor. You might like to go into a cross-leg position. So this is a lovely hip opening one, lovely for the opening of the pelvic floor as well. Don't forget to keep changing your legs every so often with the different leg in front of you. If this is uncomfortable on your knees, you can always lift one leg up and allow the other one to drop out to the side and vice versa. So there's some variety within the cross-legged position. We can then go into a half kneeling position. So tuck that leg behind you and have the other knee up in front of you. This is a bit of a half squat position with this one leg up, and it can really help with some nice ankle mobility in both feet, because you've got one being stretched out in one way and then the other one stretched in the other way. And again, keep a nice variety of positions and movements so that you're getting that nice even stretch on both sides. So that's your half kneeling position. You could come into a full kneel, and if you find this stresses the knees a little bit in a full kneel, you can always place a cushion between your lower legs and your thighs, so you're sitting a little bit more in this position, so the knees are a little bit more open. This can be quite a nice position and a little bit gentler on the knees. So there's a kneeling position for you. You could try a V-sit. So this is with one leg out on one side and one leg out on the other side. So again, you've got that lovely stretch through the hips and a nice stretch through the pelvic floor as well. If you feel that your hamstrings are a little bit tight in this position and you feel like you're falling backwards, well then use a wall or your sofa to lean against. So bring your bottom right in close to the wall and then stretch your legs out either side and rest your back against the wall. This could be a really comfortable position to stay in, and you get that lovely hamstring stretch and hip opening at the same time. You can also try a shin box, which looks a little bit like this. So you have your hips in different rotation positions. So this hip is going into internal rotation and this hip is going into external rotation. So you get this lovely stretch through the hips. What you might find, and this will be very interesting, is that one side feels a little bit tighter on the other. For me, this is my comfortable position. If I go to the other side, it doesn't feel quite as good as the other side. I can do it, but it doesn't feel like my comfortable side. So for me, I would probably quite like to have a few cushions, maybe just lifting up through my knees, maybe underneath my bottom, to see if I can get a little bit more support and comfort in this position. But as with all floor sitting positions, the good thing is it's likely that you're going to get uncomfortable. So as soon as you do, swap positions and find something that is a little bit more comfortable. But while you're there through the period of an evening, try and roll through as many of these positions as you possibly can in order to get lots of lovely mobilizing movements and positions through your ankles, your knees, your hips and your spine.